Thanks for joining us for our review of the 2015 Emirates Singapore Derby, the 20th running of the Derby under the banner of Emirates. And what a race it was to be, with the likes of War Affair chasing the elusive Triple Crown for the 4-year-olds. He was dominant in the Stewards Cup and even more dominant in the Patrons Bowl. He took on a great lineup like the Gold Cup winner Keshwa, Fastnet Dragon won its previous 4 starts, Seabro's a rising star. Plenty of chances in the Derby for 2015. Let's take a look at the lead up and the colour to the great race. Gates are back, they're racing in the Emirates Singapore Derby. Fastnet Dragon the inside, Keshwa wins the Gold Cup Derby double. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to the Singapore racecourse for the 20th running of the Emirates Singapore Derby. So a great association over a long period of time between the Singapore Turf Club and also Emirates. And what a great instalment of the Derby we have here in 2015. War Affair going for the elusive 4-year-old Triple Crown. He's already won the Stewards Cup and the Patrons Bowl. He's been our best horse in Singapore over the last couple of seasons, and he looks like he's going to be the one to beat again in the big race. The barrier draw on Wednesday made it a little bit interesting and gave a little bit of hope to the other runners when War Affair has drawn the second from the outside. But he's got very good English jockey Alan Munro in the saddle. He's been well prepared by Alvin Tan, and he certainly looks the one to beat here this afternoon in the 20th Emirates Singapore Derby. The conditions of the track look in perfect order, but it's becoming a little bit overcast. The rain is threatening, but I don't think we're going to get any. With a further update on that, let's go to Matt Jones.
Thank you, Craig. Well, I really think it's perfect conditions here for the Derby. Behind me is the winning post. That's the end of the 2,000 metres. They'll run down the famous straight here at Singapore, go by the winning post the first time. From there, they have one more lap to go. And it's War Affair. He's drawn very wide, as Craig mentioned, not all that well served at the barrier draw, and he is going to have to sit out wide. Now, just having a look at the track here, got a beautiful surface of grass here today. The track is rated 4.9. It's good. Basically, through the day, it has suited horses who have been up on the pace. Now, War Affair, in all likelihood, will be back centre field, maybe even worse than centre field, and 3 deep. This is the straight here in Singapore. It's a good run. We're on the short course. War Affair, he's going to have to be good, but as we've seen time and time again, he's the best horse in Singapore. This is the race he should win, and the moment is coming up very, very shortly. So War Affair, he looks the one to beat. There's some very good contenders, but it's all to do for Alan Munro from a wide stall.
Well, we're down in the parade ring for the Emirates Singapore Derby, and excitement is building, final preparations being done, and a lot of fanfare and wonderful fashion as well. But it's the horses we're here to focus on. We've got a wonderful guest to join us as well, a man who's no stranger to big race success in the Derby and success in Singapore in general, is trainer Patrick Shaw. And Pat, you've tasted Derby success before, and another thing that you've done is you've lowered the colours of War Affair. Now, how's Keshwa doing, the horse that's done that before?
Yeah, he's very well, questioned himself. I couldn't ask for a better preparation. No hiccups going through, and like I say, he's top of his game.
You've won the Derby before, you know what it takes, and it's one of the premier races in Singapore. Could you add another Derby to your tally?
Yes, obviously, you know, with a horse like War Affair in the race, you always got your doubts, but you know, it is racing, and like I say, I wouldn't want any other horse barring Quetcher to take him on.
Well, we wish you and your connections all the best with Keshwa.
Thank you.
Well, there's Pat Shaw, one of the leading trainers here in Singapore. He trains Keshwa, one of the leading contenders, one of a couple runners from his yard. We're going to go and head a look at the race card now. We've got a couple minutes to go. It's the Emirates Singapore Derby for 2015.
2015 Emirates Singapore Derby. $1.15 million in prize money, 2,000 metres on the short course A. War Affair, Alan Munro, Alvin Tan. Keshwa, Corey Brown and Pat Shaw. Coptado, Baron Vorster, Pat Shaw. Husey, Mario Esposito, David Hill. Blue Swede, John Power, Shane Birchiger. In fact, Naresh Jaglal, Pat Shaw. Twickenham, Blake Shen, Stephen Gray. Absolutely, Rizwan Shafiq, Cliff Brown. Fastnet Dragon, Hugh Bowman, Leslie Koo. Ideal Guide is Laurie Laxon. Order of the Sun, Benny Woodworth and Desmond Coe. Night Wager, Brad Parnham, Michael Clements. Seabros, Manuel Nunez and Mark Walker. Ryder Valkyries, I Azahar, Michael Clements. What lineup it is for the Emirates Singapore Derby, the 20th running of the race under the banner of Emirates, who have been a great supporter of Singapore racing over a long period of time, and the horses in the parade ring. Short prize favourite for the race is War Affair, the horse that most people were talking about as he bids to become the first horse since Jolly Shinju in 2009 to clean sweep the 4-year-old series. We'll be down to the paddock and picking up some runners very soon. We're going to start it off with the reigning Gold Cup winner in Keshwa, horse number 2, as we welcome in Gareth Pepper.
Yeah, Craig, wonderful scenes down here in the parade ring, and what a horse to start with, number 2, Keshwa. The special horse is the iron horse of the Patrick Shaw yard. He won the Gold Cup last year. He's a gallant horse, second to War Affair last time out. He's a leading contender here, and if anyone could lower the flag or the colours of War Affair, it could be him. He's done it before, and he's got a lively chance in this race.
Star of the show is War Affair, a winner of 14 of 19 starts, 5 Group 1s, looking to add to that tally here this afternoon.
Well, Elvin Tarn's lost his voice. He might be able to find it in about 15 minutes' time, so we'll talk to Jason, who's from the Elvin Tarn stable. How's your confidence coming into this race? This is your grand final. Today's the day.
Yep, he worked very well last week, the last gallop, and he's just one more to go, which is the white barrier. So, and we trust Alan a lot, and he's a big cup jockey, and we are confident in him.
The decision not to go to our 2 international races, it's been all about today, hasn't it?
Yes, it's all about the 4-year series, and the stable did a good job, and we'd like to do a history in Singapore. So, fingers crossed.
Okay, all the best of luck to you and Alvin, who's lost his voice, but he might be able to find it shortly.
Fastnet Dragon, well, he'll garner some attention in the yard once the jockey jumps up with the bright pink silks. Hugh Bowman to ride from gate number 1.
Yeah, Leslie Koo, you were very jubilant when you drew gate number 1 at the barrier draw.
Yeah, that's a good sign, barrier 1, no hurry.
How confident are you that he can measure up to this Group 1 race, because his form's been excellent?
Yeah, he's really been running very well. Only the distance, maybe a question mark, and I think it has to be War Affair.
Okay, so the distance, the question mark, that's the word from Leslie Koo. Good luck, Leslie.
So there are some of the leading candidates for the 20th running of the Emirates Singapore Derby. We'll take a break. Back with the race very soon.